Morning everybody, welcome to this Sunday's Facebook Live, and I'll put it onto YouTube. We're going to have a think about the passage that we had in the service this morning. Claire spoke about this in the Zoom service. I'm going to share some of the things she covered with you, and also think about some of the own thoughts that have come from this reading that I have for today. So the reading that we were talking about was Matthew 10 verses 40 to 42. So I'll begin with that. Whoever welcomes you welcomes me, and whoever welcomes me welcomes the one who sent me. Whoever welcomes a prophet in the name of a prophet will receive a prophet's reward. And whoever welcomes a righteous person in the name of a righteous person will receive the reward of the righteous. And whoever gives even a cup of cold water to one of these little ones in the name of a disciple, truly I tell you, none of these will lose their reward. So this reading always makes me think about a person who was important in our formation as vicars when we were training. Is called Russell Bowman Eady, and he told this story about travelling in a desert in the Middle East, and how actually they broke down once, and people started appearing around them on the hills, and he got really anxious about it, and he asked the people that he was with what's happening, and his friend said, no, these are people who are just checking that we have enough water, because it's their hospitality that if we are in trouble here, they will come and they will offer us hospitality. They will offer us what they have. They will bring us a cup of cold water. And it wasn't until I was reading a book recently which talked about the Underground Railway in the Underground Railroad in America during the Civil War, where people would be slaves, escaped slaves would pass through different safe houses to get to the north and to be free, that I was thinking about this idea about water, because what happens is that these runaway slaves are really thirsty, that they get offered water. They don't have any capacity to carry water. They don't have anything, and they're really thirsty, and the cup of cold water is kind of the basic level of hospitality, but it's essential and it's life-giving, and it's so important for people to be able to have a drink of water, even a cup of cold water, even just the basic essentials of life are so important. And I think coming from a country where we have water available generally to us, it is it was quite a shock to me to realise actually these people were coming for water in a place where they couldn't necessarily get drinking water. They didn't have a cup, they didn't have anything with which they could get water. So this cup of water is about life, and it's about hospitality. Now it's hard for me at the moment because a lot of our church services offer hospitality. We, as Claire was saying, we are famous for offering hospitality amongst our church communities. We have numerous cups of tea, we have cake, we have services where we serve meals, we do all these things, and it's difficult not to be able to offer that hospitality. At the moment, I find that really hard. I find that hard in my soul that I can't offer people drinks. So I sometimes have people come and ring the doorbell, and we have a chat on the doorstep. And what I would normally do with that person is bring them in and make them a cup of tea and talk to them. And it's difficult for me not to show that sort of hospitality. One of the shocking things that the people from St Martin's in the Field, who do a lot of work with homeless people in central London, have been advertising and flagging up, is that because of the way that everything shut down in central London during the worst parts of the sort of COVID lockdown, was that there were thirsty people on the streets of London, and one of the things that they publicised about asking for an appeal for help was that in all their years of working with homeless people, they had never come across truly thirsty people in London, but they were doing that now because it was so difficult for people to even getting a cup of cold water. Hospitality is about who we are as Christians, and it's about loving people, caring for people, helping people, even on the most basic level, because we are bound together. We are a family, we are a common humanity, we are welcoming Jesus when we welcome each other. That's what Jesus is saying, that we are welcoming him when we welcome each other. And it's about us being bound together to understand each other in that hospitality, in that understanding that people are thirsty, people need a cup of water. That's a very basic level of how we are bound together. So Claire brought this poem to the homily this morning. I thought it was really important and really pertinent to us as we think about who our neighbours are, who is it that we should be caring for, who is it who we should be loving and be extending our hospitality to, and who is Jesus, where is Jesus in all of this? So this is Maya Angelou's poem, Human Family. I note the obvious differences in the human family. Some of us are serious, some thrive on comedy. Some declare their lives are lived as true profundity, and others claim they really live the real reality. The variety of our skin tones confuse, bemuse, delight, brown and pink and beige and purple, tan and blue and white. I've sailed upon the 7 seas and stopped in every land. I've seen the wonders of the world, not yet one common man. I know 10,000 women called Jane and Mary Jane, but I've not seen any two who really were the same. Mirror twins are different, although their features jibe, and lovers think quite different thoughts while lying side by side. We love and lose in China, we weep on England's moors, and laugh and moan in Guinea, and thrive on Spanish shores. We seek success in Finland, and born and die in Maine. In minor ways we differ, in major we're the same. I note the obvious differences between each sort and type, but we are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. It's part of the deep theology of the Christian faith that we are made, all made in the image of God, and we all reflect that, each individual one of us, in a different way. And so it is that we are bound in this inexplicable truth that it's true, we give one person a cup of water, and we are giving Jesus that cup of water, and we are bound together as God's image in God through our kindness and our hospitality to each other. And whoever gives even a cup of cold water to one of these little ones in the name of a disciple, truly I tell you, none of these will lose their reward. Thank you for listening, everybody. We're in a state of flux at the moment, and so we'll keep you posted on services and other events that are happening. But I hope to see some of you really soon, and we'll catch up. Bye.